Hi guys, it's Thomas here from CO2Base.com. Welcome back to our weekly reviews. I hope you guys had a great summer. We shall continue these weekly reviews with the 31st CO2 report of 2019, and as we always do, we shall look at the largest changes in commercials positions. Now, as you may see, we have rough rice on top of our list with a 24% change in commercials positions. You can see that on the chart over there. There has been a great change in large speculators positions, also in small speculators as well. Of course, all these changes can be considered a bullish COT change signal, but if you look at the chart of the rough rice price, you may also see that there has already been a bit of a rally, so we may be a little bit late with this signal. Nevertheless, it suggests that we could see further increases coming in the first part of next week. Now, if we move on to the 5 years chart, we get a chance to analyze the COT Extreme, which, as you can see, does not really show too much interesting exciting stuff. The last major extreme was this bearish one back over here in July, and of course there are plenty more examples of successful bullish and bearish COT extreme signals. We don't have any right now. We are moving towards, as it seems, from this bearish towards a bullish extreme, but of course this could easily change in the next few weeks. So it's mainly the COT change signal that I would focus on if we are analyzing the rough rice market. Moving on to crude oil, the Brent crude to be precise, we have a 22% change in commercials positions, 20 in large speculators. And of course, if you look at the chart, in this case, this 22% could be a bit larger significance than in rough rice, the 24%, because there we have plenty of examples of changes larger than 20%, while here, maybe not that much. This signal, of course, is a bearish COT change signal, suggesting we could see a further decrease in the market in value. Jumping to the 5 years chart, you can see that we are still closer to bullish COT extreme levels. This could, of course, rise to even greater levels. As you may see, back from 2015, we had a bit larger bullish extreme. So since this has been present in the market, of course, we can expect this to continue on for a few more months or possibly even years. So let's just move on and have a look at the New Zealand dollar, where we have a 13% change in commercial positions, 19 in large speculators. Of course, this is a bullish COT change signal. But if you look just 1 week back, you may see that back then we had a similar change signal without any effect on the market. So great example to be very cautious with these COT change signals. Although in this case, you can also find small speculators being changing their positions pretty dynamically if you look at that 42% over there. Let's just move on and have a wider perspective about the market. And here you can easily see that we are again gradually grinding towards bullish COT extreme levels. The most bullish one back from October of last year, of actually very successful signal pushing the market a bit higher. But now eventually, in the past more than 1 year, you can see that the market declined further, and of course we would be happy to see the extreme at all-time or close to all-time levels. That's not the case, so we may need to be patient here as well. Moving on to large speculators COT extreme, we have all-time extremes, not only in large speculators positions, but also in commercials. In the case of the wheat market, we're talking about the Minneapolis wheat. We have, of course, more than one wheat to analyze. So here we have this 5 years chart. You can see that beautiful all-time COT extreme, suggesting there should be a major shift in the trend. Of course, we should not be surprised if this all-time signal would be here for us for the next few weeks before the market actually reacts. So what we can do is go back in time and just simply look at examples when we had major extremes in the market, or relative extremes for that matter, and you can see how beautiful this market reacts to these COT extreme situations. So that's the case right now, which means there might actually be a very good opportunity here to trade the Minneapolis wheat. Copper is our next market. Again, an all-time COT extreme in large speculators, commercials also at their extremes. Again, we are talking about a bullish COT extreme signal, suggesting that the copper prices should start increasing in value. Of course, we may need to wait for that a couple more weeks, who knows. Nevertheless, that's the case. We have an all-time COT extreme in large speculators, so never in the COT history of the copper market have we had large speculators being at so net short in the market. Metals complex, that's something for our subscribers, so we'll jump over that to the Japanese yen, our last market for this review, with 146 report extreme. You can witness that over there on the chart. This is of course a bearish COT extreme, which of course as you may see back from 2016 could increase to greater levels. So this bearish COT extreme is telling us the story that the Japanese yen may actually turn downwards in the next couple of months. And if you look at the examples that I will just show to you, you may see that whenever there has been a bearish COT extreme in the market, even a relative one, you can see that the Japanese yen has or has been able to react and push towards the other side. So in this case, we had a bearish COT extreme, the price gone down. Again, we had a bearish COT extreme in April of 2018 that signaled this top. Again, we went down. So there are a couple of good examples, and of course, patience is something with great value in trading and long-term investment. We may need to wait a few more weeks, but this COT extreme situation is very exciting and interesting for us to analyze. Of course, there's plenty of more markets to analyze, as well as a lot of other great tools at COT Base, which I would recommend you to try out. We have all the COT report types available to you. Of course, we have the futures and options data type as well in our very only options only data type, which is very exciting to analyze. We also give you the opportunity to analyze other data sets. You can look at all the market categories there are. You can do a more in-depth COT change analysis by looking not only at a one report change compared to a defined look-back period. You can actually look at the multiple report change and looking at that. Or you can do a more in-depth COT extreme analysis by looking at the COT index, the COT move index. Or you can check out the great tool of the long-term trend indicator for COT Base. We also analyze volume and open interest data as well. So a lot of great features. Come out here and check out COT Base for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I wish you a pleasant weekend, and I hope to see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.